Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decision for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this residential application, and there's a little dilemma they had. So the original installer put in some S25 natural gas units, and you can see that they did not meet the clearances to combustibles above the heaters. So that's one issue that they run into, and they wanted to see what we could do to help them come up with a better solution for this application. So let's go ahead and just turn that off, and I'm going to go into what the dimensions I have here. So essentially I have a 15 foot by 15 foot patio structure, and you can see the different heights that I have here. The lower beam or the top of the post here I have at 9'6". At the top of that beam there I have at 10'2", and then at the very top over here I have at 11 foot 2 inches, we'll call it. And let's see what else there is. I think that's about it as far as the dimensions. Now there is a light fixture in the center of this patio, as well as you can see that there are vines growing around the patio. Now I just have them haphazardly placed here, but it's important to note that you must maintain those around the heaters if you're going to have that alive, vines growing around the heater. So just bear that in mind. All right, let's see what else we can do. So if they wanted to utilize the natural gas heaters that they still have, I would probably do, whoops, sorry about that. I would probably do something like this, where first of all, you're meeting the clearances to combustibles this way. These are S25s again, and on the top of the unit itself, it needs 9 inches of clearance. Now you can see I just have the brackets in midair, so you'd have to put some kind of beam and cut the brackets down in order to achieve that. And on the brackets themselves, there are different notches down below here. You can see this one, but there are several in different locations that you can cut out and then move this whole bar down to whatever that level might be. But again, you need to maintain that 9 inches of clearance here. And then on the ends of the heater, this is to combustible material, so this would have to have 24 inches from this edge of the heater to any combustible surface on the ends, and then 18 inches on an S25 from this edge here to the heater edge itself. So that would be the clearances that you'd have to meet. And as far as like the distances that I have here, now all the distances I have are all made up. There's nothing here that is actual. I didn't get any type of dimensional parts of the drawing other than seeing that there was a person standing here and their height approximately. So this is all approximate information. So, but you can see that I have this at 4 foot distance apart from each other, and yeah, we'll have to come up with some kind of true information in order to give you an accurate depiction of what this should be. But if you could move these heaters like I have them here, so I have them both on either end. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat that you can get out of this. There's a large table. Now I don't know the exact diameter of the table, but you can see if you have these heaters pointed straight down to the ground with that 9 inches of clearance, once you angle the heaters, it's increased by 4 more inches. So I think it's 13 inches minimum above if you have them at an angle. But if you place them straight down, you get the nice footprint of heat. Now this is ideal for approximately a 8 foot elevation. And you can see that we're not heating up the bottom edge here as well as I would like to. However, there's a lot of crossover rays here, so this portion right here and this portion right here would have a lot of crossover rays. So this would be the hot spots, this would be a hotter spot, and of course this would be probably just decent for Southern California living. And yeah, I think that would be a pretty good application here with the existing units that they have. So again, let's take a quick look at how I have those placed. So that would be ideal, utilizing what they have currently, which is gas and a low voltage system to activate the units on and off. So all right, so let's go ahead and see what maybe an electric system would be like. So what I'm going to recommend here is going with slimline units. The slimline units I'm recommending because of the fact that they need less clearances when you angle the heater. So if there's a slight angle, sorry about that, if there's a slight angle that you place on the heater itself, I have them actually mounted on the top here, and again, you'd have to move the brackets, left and right in order to achieve an attachment point. Probably would not work if this is a true distance apart from each other. Again, I'm going to go ahead and show the distance that I have here. So each one I have is at 2 foot 9 inches from center to center, or the gap between I have at 2 foot 3. So let's just keep that in mind, that that's the distances I have. So you probably would have to place a stud that goes across here to mount the bracket too. Now the reason I did not put it on this beam going across here and mount it vertically is because this heater will this bracket will only allow a 45-degree tilt. When it comes out 45 degrees tilted straight down, and it will not achieve a good heat footprint down here. So this is why I put it up here on top. And the other issue is the clearances below the heater. I do have that at 18 inches from below the heater. That's the edge here, all the way over to the left, right, front, and back. And then you can see above the heater is a 6-inch clearance, and that's again on all 4 sides, and 6 inches on top. So that's the clearances that I'm meeting here. Here you can see that the distances that I have based on the fact that is this a true height that I have here. Again, let's go ahead and see what I actually have here. So from that point to here, if I can get that out here, I'll put it over here. And let's see if I can get that. So I have that at 7 and 7/8 of an inch, 7 inches and 7/8 of an inch in height from this point right here down to the bottom edge. And with that bracket, the OEM bracket, you can see that we are meeting the clearances below. So the only clearance that we need to make sure we maintain is that 6 inches clearance here on top of the unit, and it just really allows for a less visible application. So that would be my recommendation over here. And again, on this side here, 18 inches of clearance from left to right is important as well, because we are a little bit higher in this mounting position here. And let's go ahead and see what the footprint of heat would look like. Now these are approximately 20,000 BTUs. This is a 4,000 watt slimline unit, 240 volts. And so the footprint of heat isn't going to be as large as the SunPack S25 model. So that's 25,000 BTUs versus 20,000 BTUs. Actually I wanted to see if I can get that. The BTU level I think is actually 16,000 BTUs. I have to double check that. But in any case, that's something you want to look at first before you make that purchase and make that decision with these slimline units. But I think that the slimline units for this application and the amount of crossover raised in between each unit, you could angle the units slightly, but when you do, you got to watch out for those clearances again. I'm going to go ahead and just change this angle approximately, let's just go 5 degrees. I don't think we need to do very much at all, but if we just did a 5-degree angle tilt, You can see that we're going to go with, I'm going to try 7 degrees. You can see that the ray level over here is starting to have a nice crossover in the middle. We'll try 10 degrees. And so I think that 10 degrees would be just fine. I'm going to go ahead and do these 10 degrees and see how that works out. Sorry about the delay. And I'm actually going to go 5 degrees on these particular units here. So you can see now we have a lot of crossover rays, but we really don't need to focus the heat on the top of the dining table itself. We really want to focus that heat on the outer edge, the perimeter of the table, because that's where the occupied space physically is. Infrared is a light source, either natural gas or LP, doesn't matter, or excuse me, natural gas or electric, doesn't matter which one you have. They are light sources. Infrared it travels through space, and as it travels through space, it absorbs into mass, meaning the chairs, tables, floors, and the human body. And you want to just be in that light wave itself. It does not heat air. Air movement just keeps on going through the patio, and any hot air would be rising up into the atmosphere. So this is just heating up mass, meaning, like I said, the human body, and that's what you really want to be in, is that ray itself. So could you go with a hotter unit? Yes, but once you change angles, then you got to drop the heaters down. There is a model called the CD 6024. That's the 20,000 BTU unit, approximately 20,000. But I think this would be sufficient enough if you were to go with electric. So all right, and I'm just going to go back into what I think they should do, which is to just change the unit's position so that they are in the proper clearance area. And I think that would be probably the best alternative for what they have right now. So, all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendation, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful and helpful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.